Well, howdy, modelers. This is Alan, and we got a video that we're wanting to do here and show you guys. Got some tools that we added to our Ready Tools collection, and as you see, we have some cool looking screwdrivers from Klein Tools. One of them being a multi-tool. These two here being the Heritage Collection set. These screwdrivers can be used every day, or you can hang them up and just let them collect a little dust and you know, and show them off to your friends. But they can be used every day. And this neat screwdriver, it has a coated blade here to protect you working around electrical circuits up to 1,000 volts. What I like about it is you can insert the blade like this. You can insert the blade like that, and like that. With just pressing it down, you can lock it down. You've got your flat blade, and it's a thin flat blade. I like how Klein does that for getting into recessed areas that other screwdrivers might not be able to get into. And they work really well on wall plates, and I've been using this screwdriver here on my little bit doing some under my bench work and just snugging up my screws, you know, making sure that they're all tight on my where my terminal blocks are. And with a twist like this, with a twist like that, you can take this out like that, like so. One thing I like about Klein also, they let me put this here so you guys can see this here. This is the Phillips end. This is a number 2. Put this down here so you can see this. This is a number 2 Phillips. They date their screwdrivers like the Heritage screwdrivers. They were built there at Mansfield, Texas, at the Klein plant, and they were done just this August 21. And here's the package that comes with them. You can read it there a little bit. It says American Legacy Series, honoring 164 years legacy of American manufacturing, handcrafted right here in America. And it says that they're available only through their local wholesale distributors, meaning like your local electrical shops and stuff like that that sells home wire and stuff like that, where your electricians, plumbers go. You'll see them at Elliott's Electrical, Fastenal. If you have a Gray Bar Electric, they possibly have them there, but you won't find them at Home Depot and Lowe's. But this screwdriver here, they have this screwdriver available at Home Depot. This screwdriver they have available at Home Depot. This screwdriver with a set of about, I think there was 28 bits, which is their security bits. Is a very nice set. The bits set real well into and are magnetized in the when they're in the holder there. And like I say, this here screwdriver here will protect you if you're working on an outlet and stuff like that, which if you're having to put a new outlet in your home where your model railroad's at, or if you're having to do it in your garage or your train shack, this is a good screwdriver to have. You can buy other bits for this, and you can buy replacement bits at Home Depot. They do sell a kit that has, I want to say, 5 blades or 6 blades. They have this one here, and then they have one that's got what's called a cabinet tip, flat blade, and then a smaller Phillips. And then they've got on 2 of them, they're got a little bit longer for, you know, getting into a long reach into a cabinet, or into like if you're going into a panel, you know, if you need to get into your panel to tighten up a screw or do something, you know, if you're qualified to where you can get into a breaker box. And so with that, we'll show you some of my I usually use Milwaukee. I like the Milwaukee drills and quarter that I showed in videos before. My impact driver, my 1/4-inch impact, and these bits here are my Milwaukee number. These are 2-inch number 2 bits. You do see a little bit of wear on them, but they work really good. These are the Makitas. They came out about a year or 2 ago. These things fit really, really nice into a fastener. I'm even going to get some of the shorter bits to work with my Klein down there, and they really grab into, and I can show you here in just a second here. They really grab into a screw. Let me pause just a second. Okay, this is my Makita here. Hopefully it's focusing here. This is my Makita here, and I can show it's not magnetized. The bit's not magnetized, and I really was doing some shaking there before it let loose. It really grabs into the fastener. And I was watching a couple of YouTube videos, VCG Construction, and another video, and those 2 guys were taking a bit like this and longer, and they were putting in a Phillips head screw into the wood like this, and the bit was holding so good that it was actually holding it was holding the Phillips bit and the 1/4-inch driver. It was holding like the Milwaukee. It was holding it in place, and it was at an angle like this, and it was holding it there. No props or anything like that I could see, and it was holding it in place. Pretty darn nice. And as you can see, there's no magnet holding this. As I lift here, it did finally drop after I done, you know, give it a little shake. This is a really good little thing to have with these Makita 1/4-inch. With these bits here, it works really good, and it holds on to as you can see. I'll put it right there, and you seen how it came up to and it really holds on to I can get this, hang on just a second. Well, let's see. I guess I didn't have that, have the video going. Had her on pause. Whoops. Okay, we'll show you this, guys. I'll show you this again here. Okay, now I'll show you this here. This is the Makita magnet, and like I say, you can buy this at Home Depot. I think Tractor Supply, if you have a Tractor Supply, they also sell Makita stuff. I mean, I'm literally just shaking the world out of this thing, and it's not going nowhere. It works really, really well. Holding this countersunk bit, and the mag part here floats around a little bit more on like the Makita. I mean on the Milwaukee, because it's more designed to to go in conjunction with the Makita bits, but you can get it to work on there. I mean, it's got little ball bearings inside there, and then it's got this metal ring here that spreads out, that holds it in place. And like I say, when I go to shake this like this, I mean, she's staying in place. And this is what you want when you're doing bench work like this or whatever that, and you're driving screws, and they're above you, or you're trying to put a screw like that right there, and you want it to not move around on you. That's exactly what you want. I mean, you want it to not be, getting away from you or whatever that. You want that thing to hold that screw in place. So it's a good thing to have. And so moving on to a couple other things that I have that I got. This screwdriver and this screwdriver I got a few weeks ago, and the Legacy screwdrivers just came out, and I forgot to show you guys on the ends of the screwdriver they have USA, and then they have Phillips for the Phillips, and the number on this here, if it will focus in here, let me see if I can get it to. Let's see. This is a 6034 RWB, again made in the USA. The flat is a 6054 RWB. I don't think they're the same part number. This is a 6034. For the Klein right here, it is a, we can get this to focus, is a 13421, and it's also got the date when it's made, and it also says keep tool clean and dry, and it says always inspect before use. This tool here is a, if we can get camera to focus here, is a 32510 is what it is. And so I'll take this off, and let me pause just a second. We'll show you the next couple tools that we have. Okay, again, this here, I'll show you again. This is a 13421, and this is a 32510. And I don't have the part number on this little Makita here, but they're pretty easy to find. They're right there where the Makita bits are. They're in Home Depot. Like I say, you might be able to get these at Tractor Supply, but they work really, really well. They're a very good bit. My next little tool that I have, and this can be used around the home as well. You're putting in that new outlet. You're saying, oh my gosh, I need 2 or 3 outlets or whatever, and that to either change from where they are to, so it matches your bench work, or it matches to where you need to, so you can plug in your like an SB5 or a Digitrax, system, and you need that outlet, and so, or change an outlet. This tool right here, or this little outlet tester, is a RT250 by Klein. It's a GFCI outlet tester. It tests GFCI outlets, but it can also test just regular normal outlets as well. It runs on 2 AAA batteries. And let me press this on, get her to come on, and you can see right there. When it first comes on, it says open and hot. You'll see and we'll power this off again so you can see it again. We'll do this like this. You'll see the green light and red light come on, and you'll see all of that there as it shows up in the display. When I come over here, you'll sometimes see that when I plug this in, you'll see it. You'll see the green and red sometimes come on, and then the red should go out. I mean, my wiring is good, but it does say in the instructions that you will sometimes see the red light come on. So you'll probably see it come on when I plug it in. Well, this time it didn't. When I was doing this before, it didn't. I mean, it came on, but it went out just as soon as I plugged it in. There's the voltage in our apartment. It's 118. Sometimes it changes. It goes to 119. Sometimes it goes to 120. It does say that I wired this, or this was wired up correctly. This outlet here, I don't really care for it. It's going to be changed here pretty soon. The wires are pushed into the back of the outlet. It's one of the older outlets, probably from back in the we moved in here several years ago, around 2004 or 5, and it was probably before then, because I've never changed this one here. I've changed a few other outlets here, but never this one here. And these the wires are pushed in the back. I just don't care for that. I'd rather make a J-hook, and a J-hook, or get one of the newer outlets that has a fitting on the side where the screws are, that you just slip it up into, you slide it into, and it as you tighten it down, it grips down onto the wire. You'll see that on a lot of your newer outlets. Your GFCIs have them, and like I say, you strip the wire, slide it up, and it's right there where your screws at, where your Phillips at, or probably won't be flat anymore, but it'll be like a Phillips flat. And when you tighten that down, it grips onto there. You can buy GFCI outlets, and you can buy what's called a AFCI, or an arc fault, which helps minimizes arcing and stuff. They've been out for, I want to say, probably 5 years, maybe 10 years now. The arc fault outlet. They do have them in a combination now, where you can buy AFCI, and GFCI. You can buy them in a combination, and they give you protection. They give you protection both ways. I'll go ahead and pull this out, and as I pull this out, you can see that it flashes, and it says hold, and it's 118, and it's still showing correct. This will do that, and then it goes back to open hot, and then you can go on to the next plug, or test the plug that you're that you're wanting to put in. Okay. Like I say, these here are about $20 at Home Depot. Let's see, you might be able to get these. At Lowe's, but I don't think they carry Klein as much. I know Home Depot has a pretty good selection of Klein, and they've got a lot of their screwdrivers, and different other hand tools, and then they got a good selection of meters and stuff like that. Lowe's has some Fluke, and that's where my next little tool that I've got that I was going to show you. But this will turn off on itself, or you can power it off like that. And then to test a GFCI outlet, when you plug it in, you'll check and make sure that it shows that the wiring is correct. Then you'll press test, and it will test and make sure that the outlet trips, the GFCI trips as it should be. But again, you can buy ArcFault or AF, they call it AFCI, and GFCI combo outlets. They have them at Home Depot for about $26. They only have the white one, but you can order if you've got a different color, or you want a different color, to meet like your wall. I mean, a white one for me is fine, but you can get I think a gray one, a black one, and then the almond color. And so, but they do have them, and like I say, it's a AFCI, which is ArcFault, which, like when you're plugging in, that should minimize the sparking that sometimes you get from like the power supply. Of course, I did buy and I'll show you that. I did buy a power strip here. This is a rigid power strip, and it's got the covers here to cover the outlets here, which I really like. And it's got a switch. It says it's grounded and protected. Seen another modeler. He was putting in an SB5 and a DB5, and he plugged them both into. He got his power strip. Or power strip, electric strip, whatever you want to call it. I call it a power strip. He got his at Lowe's, and it was the Cobalt, and it looks heavy duty, just like this rigid one here. And you can see that it's pretty heavy duty power strip here. It's got the heavy duty screws holding it, and it also does have a USB if you want to do USB charging, which I could. I might try it out and see how it works. It says 3.4 amps, so it might put out a pretty good deal, for, I guess, charging my phone and stuff. Like I say, again, it's grounded and protected. The things here on the end, you can wrap your cord around it. It's got places on the back if you want to hang up the power strip. I just laid it here on the ground. It's got a deal to where it can grab the cord, and so it works pretty good. And here's the last little tool that I'll show you guys. Sorry if you can see my feet, and got my finger here. Okay, here's the last tool that I got that I want to show you guys. Let me pause just a second. Okay, here's the last tool that I want to show you guys. This is my Volt Alert 1 AC A2. It is made by Fluke. it says Fluke Corporation, Seaway Boulevard in Everett, Washington, made in Malaysia. The sensitivity range on the VoltAlert 1AC A2 is from 90 to 1000 volts AC. To turn it on, you just simply take your power button here and you like that, and you always want to see the VoltAlert flashing as so. Okay, to use it, and it works really simple and easy, but it will tell you what's hot and what's not. Okay, this is your wide blade, this is your narrow blade, this is your hot, this is your neutral. You guys know that probably, but sometimes you know, if you move out of a house that you're familiar with and you move into something new, and you're wanting to again set up that that train set, or that get your big outlet going. You want to know what your outlets are doing, or what they're showing. That side right there, that's telling me that that's hot. It's telling me that it's hot. And this is telling me that we're good to go here. Telling me that that's good to go here. It's got a flash. That's what you want to see. Now, the Fluke will also, if you're wanting to, we're going to get down here on the ground level. If you're wanting to see what your wire, your hot wire is, from like going to a like my light strip up there. If I'm wanting to see what is hot and what's not, usually you can tell by on these here, the cords have, if I put my hand up here, you can see that they got a texture to them, so you can pretty well almost tell that this should be the neutral and this should be the live. But if you still want to make sure, you just take your tester like this, and you go here, and you know that this is hot. And if you go here, you got your flash. Sometimes you will get a beep, but this is the neutral over here. Occasionally, like I say, and if the wires are close to each other, it will beep. It should be able to do this, detect here on this one. Even though that this is off, it should detect on this possibly. Right in there. It's telling me where the hot wire is at. And I don't have it hooked up right now, but it'll also alert on the DCC as well. I can show that in another video. I'm not going to plug that up right now, but for the DCC, I would say that because it alerts to both wires, both your hot and neutral, or both the wires coming out of the system. But what might be a good thing using this, or could help you with the DCC wiring, is if you have a break. If you have solid wire and you have a break in the wire, it could detect it. So it might be helpful there. But that's the tools that I've got, and wanted to show those to you. And hopefully they will one of these tools you guys will pick up. One of these tools you'll pick up and put in your toolbox, and we'll turn off the 1AC here. And like I say, this is mainly to check and see before you turn the power off, to see what's, like I say, where your hot lead's at and where your neutral wire's at. And it can also check wire. This here goes a little further. This goes a little further. And if you're wanting to put a GFCI plug in, you know, like your bathroom or whatever, you know, if you're for shaving and stuff like that, or the wife wants one in for a hair dryer, you know, so she can plug a hair dryer in and not worry about it. The hair dryer accidentally drops, you know, off the sink. You can get one of these, put the GFCI in, you know, and check it out, and then test it. And a GFCI plug or GFCI outlet, it's got your where it brings in the hot, where it brings in your hot and neutral, and you can just power that outlet. But if you want to, if you find 4 wires, you know, in the wall, you can also downstream your other outlets and have them GFCI protected as well. But you have to find the one that's got your lead in coming into the outlet, and then your load, which is taking the wires out to the next set of outlets. But this tool is really helpful. And so, guys, we hope you liked what I showed here, and go get you, like I say, one of these, one of the screwdrivers there, or if you're close to one of the electrical wholesalers and you want one of the legacy sets of legacy screwdrivers, they still may have the other tools that they came out with. There was 4 products they came out with. In July, they came out with a set of lineman's pliers. August, they came out with the canvas bags, which are blue and red with the American flag on it. And then they came out with the dikes came out in September, and then the screwdrivers came out in October. And so they're kind of a limited thing, but if you can, you know, find them, get you a set of them. The RT 250 is pretty easy to find. You could probably find it on Amazon, or like I say, if you like to go into your Home Depot, which I like to do, you can pretty well find them. You can even get this in a kit with a meter and a little tester like this. You can get it for like $49.95 or $59, I think it is. It's a really good, valuable kit. Like I say, it's got your meter that you can, you know, that you can dial it in and test different things with it. And then it's also has this, and it has one of these here from Klein. And I just got one of these for now, but it's a really good package deal that they have. And and these bits, they work really well. The Makitas do. I'm gonna get me some more. So guys, I hope you liked the video. Smash that like button, ring that bell, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and we thank you for watching. And we thank you for the subscribers that we got. And so you guys take care. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. And we'll can't wait till we do the next one. So we'll see you for now. Bye-bye. This is Alan. Take care.